Welcome back to another podcast episode. This is Living Fiercely, and I'm your host, Tiana DeRay, and I help ambitious entrepreneurs stop burning out and start powering up. And today I'm going to show you why you're actually not lazy, but you're just leaking your power. So let me ask you this. Does this sound familiar? You wake up every morning exhausted. You go to bed feeling like you accomplished nothing that day. And then you scroll through social media and watch other people crushing it. And you just start wondering, what is wrong with me? And you tell yourself that you lack discipline, that you're lazy, and that you have to try harder. Well, I'm here to tell you that you are wrong. Because if you are here, it already means that you're not lazy. Because you know what? Lazy people do not listen to personal growth podcasts. They don't spend their free time learning how to level up. They're probably binge watching Netflix and they don't really care about energy optimization or better use of their time. So let's kill that story right now. The real truth is that high achievers are usually the ones who feel the laziest because you're here, the high achiever, who are constantly measuring yourself against some impossible standards. You see someone who is launching their business and you think, why can't I be more like that? But what you don't see is everything behind it, the exhaustion, the mindset, the missed workouts, the emotional burnout, the sacrifices, and all the no's they had to say. You're not lazy, you're just human, and you're trying to build something extraordinary while holding it all together. Your problem isn't lack of motivation, it is your energy leakage. I want you to think of your energy like water in a bucket. If you keep trying to pour more and more caffeine, more productivity hacks, some more energy drinks, better diet, more motivation, but your bucket is full of holes, you will still somehow end up empty. And that's what is happening to you. It is not that you're lazy, and it is not that you are not taking the right steps, the right strategy. You're just leaking your power. And those leaks, they can be like very subtle. They're even normalized in your daily life to the point that you barely notice them until you completely drain out all of your energy and you're frustrated. So today we are going to find those leaks and fix them. Because once you do, everything else becomes easier. Your focus, your drive, your confidence, your energy, and even your time. If that message hit you in the gut, hit that follow button so that you never miss an episode, and share this episode with someone who needs to hear it, because after this you will never see lazy the same way again. So let's start with where your power is going. There are 4 main types of leaks. There's mental, emotional, physical, and digital leak. First, let's look into the mental leak. So this is your brain wasting energy on things that don't really matter, like decision fatigue. That's the biggest one. From constantly choosing what to wear, what to eat, what to work on, what to do that day, if you're gonna have the dessert or not, overthinking every little detail. Perfectionism that keeps you tweaking instead of finishing. And here's the truth about perfectionism. It's nothing else but a fear disguised as productivity. So you're basically spending 80% of your energy perfecting the last 20% of something that was already good enough. And here are simple ways how you can remove these decision leaks. First, you need automating 3 things that you do every day. For example, what do you wear, what do you eat, and what are the tasks for each day of the week? That's it. You decide one day for 7 days ahead. What you're going to wear, what you're going to eat, and that's where meal prepping really comes in handy. And if you don't know what to eat, you can download my nutrition and food shopping guide from my website to optimize your energy and plan your week schedule ahead. not just your work schedule, but your free time, your workouts, your dinners, your date nights, meeting with friends, family, doctor appointments, hairdresser appointments, dentist appointments, and whatever else you have going on. And of course, there will be some surprises. We're all humans, not machine. You can't expect that everything from your schedule will be done exactly at that time frame and at that time. But at least you are prepared. You are prepared for those oopsie moments. And for example, I like to leave some time in my schedule for handling those unexpected surprises because I know they will happen. I know that I might not have 3 hours to do the task because something urgently is going to show up. So I will leave another slot of time in my schedule to take care those oopsie urgent situations or the tasks that have not been done because I know that they will happen. So I schedule the time in my week. I schedule the time to take care of those either oopsie moments, some emergencies, urgencies, or any tasks that have not been done. So once you remove those daily decisions, you keep your energy. Instead of spending your energy each day of the week on making the decisions on each of those tasks, you have only one day a week where you use your energy to decide, make the schedule, and then during the week, you just execute it. And once you remove those daily decisions, you get to keep your energy. Second, we have emotional leaks. This is the energy wasted on other people's chaos. The coworker who complains, the friend or family member who always has a crisis, or the relative that drains you with guilt and drama. Not to even mention to be in a relationship with a toxic person or to be in a toxic romantic relationships. That's why it's so important for any high performer or anyone who wants to achieve a big goal, the person that they're going to have next to them in their life. It is so important who you are going to choose as your partner because that person can either help you get to your goal or that person will drain and suck the life out of you. But it's not just toxic people. Emotional leaks can happen every time when you say yes, but you mean no. So every time you avoid a hard conversation, every time you carry someone else's emotional burden like they're your own, your peace is not for people pleasing. It is your power protection. So next time when somebody asks you for a favor or for your time, and if you're not yet good at saying no without guilt, I want you to try this. You can say something like, let me check with my schedule and I'll get back to you tomorrow. And this, or like in a few hours. And this gives you a little bit of a cushion and time frame, like a pause. And it gives you space to decide, does this really align with what I want? Does this really align with where I want to be in my life? Do I really have time for this? And instead of automatically giving your time and energy to another person, it gives you a little bit of space to think, to reevaluate, and then come back with them with an answer or with a better answer than accepting right away. Third, we have physical leaks. So your body is your power plant. If you don't take care of it, everything else in your life will collapse. So sleep, nutrition, and movement, those are your big three. Those are your pillars of everything in your life. So lack of sleep doesn't just make you tired, it destroys completely your mental power. Bad nutrition messes with your focus and your mood. And when you don't move, your body literally starts to slow down itself. You can't feel powerful in a body that is weak. And don't even get me started on longevity and how long you want to live, and not just long, but what is the quality of your life that you want to have, especially in the long age. So that's a topic for another podcast episode. So if you do one thing, I want you to set a phone alarm for the same bedtime every night, if that is possible. Of course, like I said, we are not robots. You're not going to be perfect every day, but at least, try to have a routine, to have a steady and same bed schedule. and actually try to sticking to it. And that alone can change your entire output. And fourth and last one, we have digital leaks. We all know we are glued to our phones. And let's be real, scrolling is not rest. It's overstimulation. You're consuming hundreds of pieces of information per minute. Your brain doesn't get a break. It is in chaos mode. And that is why you can't focus, because you train your brain not to. You train your brain to always be like entertained and there's like things going on. So of course, focus is going to feel weird. You can't stay calm because you're like in a constant loop of comparison and dopamine spikes. And you're worried about catastrophe, or you're worried about some catastrophe that is happening in another part of the world. Like, it's an information overload. So you need to fix it by putting your phone in another room when you work. And it's so easy to get distracted when your phone is next to you. Like, even if it's on airplane mode or silent mode, you can be tempted to be checking it all the time. And the effort that it takes to go to the other room and to get your phone will break the habit. It's easy to get distracted when your phone is next to you, even if it's on silent or airplane mode. I've tried it. I always keep my phone on airplane mode when I'm working, but it's right next to me. And I just, when things get tough and I cannot focus and things are boring because they're repetitive, like the phone is just like an easy reach. So trust me, best solution, keep it in another room. It will break your habit. You're welcome. And now let's talk about how to rebuild that power. Step 1, you need to protect your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. Create a hell no list. I want you to write down top 5 things that drain your energy the fastest. For me, that is negative people. I cannot stand people who love drama, and I'm at this point in my life that if I have a conflict with a person, and it's not like a healthy disagreement, but it's a conflict, I don't deal with this person anymore, because I came to the point of my life, I know that everything can be resolved with a healthy, respectful communication. So if something comes to the point of having to have like this heated conflict, I'm not giving this person a second chance. No way. Second, clutter. Can't stand it. I'm trying to be like more and more minimalist, to remove the things that I don't need, like clutter around me. It sucks the energy out of me. Back-to-back meetings. Checking social media. First thing that when I open my eyes, I was in this habit and it was really bad. I would just wake up feeling already tired. And then just like not motivated to start my day. It's like you need to jump out of the bed and get that energy going from the moment you open your eyes. And then also like people who start conversations like, oh, you won't believe what happened. Like, sure, I don't care. I don't have time for gossip. So you need to avoid them like poison, because they are poison, and they are poison to your power. We have step 2, power rituals that actually work. So forget the performative morning routines. You don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. to be powerful, unless that is your like natural cycle and you work the best when you wake up at 5. You just need rituals that align with you. So if 5 a.m. aligns with your biorhythm, by all means do that. But if you saw that on the internet and you think that will make you powerful just because you're waking up at 5 a.m, that is nonsense. You need to find what aligns with you. So start your day with a 2-minute power start before your phone, before your emails. Just ask yourself, what is my intention for the day? Keep it simple. Today, I am focused on completion, not perfection. Whatever it is for you. And that one sentence sets your mental state for the entire day. So you need to check in with your energy 3 times a day. Is this giving me energy or taking it? If it's draining you, change something. At the end of the day, give a 30-minute power down. No screens, no heavy conversations, no problem solvings. Give your brain space to recover. I know I used to like have these moments and like book my flights at midnight, things like that, not for the next day, but suddenly at the end of the day, I would remember all the tasks that I haven't done and like stressing out. No, trust me, you will make way better decisions if you go to sleep earlier, if you go to sleep on time, and you wake up refreshed the next day. Like nothing's going to run away. Just go to sleep. Step 3, spend your energy where it compounds. So you need to treat your energy like money. Invest in high ROI activities, deep work, workouts, learning new skills, meaningful conversations, and building systems that make your life easier. And stop spending it on low ROI crap like gossip, multitasking, endless planning, perfectionism, or people pleasing. And then step 4, fix one leak at a time. So don't try to overhaul everything at once. Pick one biggest leak or the one that would have the most immediate impact, mental, emotional, physical, or digital, and commit to fixing it for next 2 weeks. You'll start feeling results faster than you think. Now, let's talk about defending your power. Because the moment you start operating at a higher level, people and situations will test your boundaries. Energy vampires aren't just people, they're also patterns. The job that drains you, that friend who only calls when they need something, that routine that exhausts you instead of fueling you, you will know if something is stealing your power by how you feel when you leave it, energized or depleted. And that's your answer. And this is how you can hold your power. You can say something like, I'm not available for that conversation right now. Or, I trust you'll figure that out. Simple, firm, and no guilt. Your boundaries should not be rude. They just show self-respect. And people will respect you. And don't forget, your environment, your space, your feed, your circle, all of it should fuel you. Clean up your surroundings, curate what you consume, and spend your time with people who bring power, not problems. You don't need permission to protect your energy. You just need commitment. And the truth is, energy isn't limited. It's just that certain things drain it and others create it. So move your body, learn something that excites you, create something meaningful. Connect with people who see your vision. Do the work that lights you up instead of drains you. And that's how energy multiplies. Because once you stop leaking power, you stop surviving and start irradiating. People will feel it. They'll notice. They'll ask what changed. And the answer is, I stopped wasting my energy on things that don't deserve it. The world needs you at full power, not half charge, surviving off of caffeine and chaos. Your work matters and your voice matters. Your energy is your advantage. So stop calling yourself lazy. Start reclaiming your power one leak at a time. Because once you operate at full power, that's when you become unstoppable. This is Living Fiercely, and I'm Tiana Del Rey. If this episode hit home for you, follow the podcast so that you don't miss an episode, and leave a comment and let me know what was like the aha moment for you. And don't forget, share it with your friend or somebody who needs to hear this message, because powerful people are not born that way. We are built, and we are building them on this podcast with every episode. Stay fierce, and I'll see you in the next episode.